All right. This is a lot. Wait till everyone gets in. I don't think I'm going to be able to see people's types because it's locked me to side in the spectator channel. Oh well. I was having a great conversation about waifus. Otherwise, let's see, what do we got here? So it's Karama Islands, which is a nice classic. We're ignoring the sub-base today. U.S. forces have spawned on the northern side, and the Japanese are going to spawn on the south, which I'm assuming they're using that as the fucking Japanese flag, which is IDAP. That's actually not, that's a medical flag. The red diamond, usually a CSAT medical. But otherwise, there's kamikaze planes. Wait a minute. What are the assets? Hold on. I didn't check the asset list. What? Okay, so U.S. on Blue 4 get a Sherman. And a command jeep and 3 landing craft. The Japanese get 2 bicycles. Okay. Okay, I was really confused. Let's put the prediction up. And I'll set it for 20 minutes. All right, cool. Let's let that go. Otherwise, decent island here. Mission command breaks everything down, but to break it out for everyone here on the brief, again, U.S. spawn north, Japanese spawn south. This is scenario people forget to read these threads, so I'm writing it here. Operation Downfall Invasion of Japan has begun. Ooh, interesting. One of the B-29s carrying a nuclear bomb was shot down on Karama Island. The Japanese must not be allowed to learn the secrets of the bomb or drop the bomb on Anglo-American beachhead. A group of extremely brave volunteers has been voluntold to manually detonate the bomb and kill the scientists working on it. Can a superior American equipment defeat the Japanese fighting spirit? So you're saying we're some kind of suicide squad? Fuck's sake. Objective, some people forgot. Americans must protect the war crime general so that he may answer for his crimes. The Japanese must ensure that the general commits suicide. I call it seppuku. Japanese scientists can be moved, but Japan must make sure that they end the game in the lab to secure the points for the scientists. The Americans must kill the scientists and secure the lab, use body bags if they die on the zone, and move them outside of the zone. Nice. The nuclear bomb can be armed using interaction. American objective. The kamikaze pilots unlock 30 minutes and can be used to kamikaze by either side. Oh, there's neutral kamikaze planes. Hold up, added that to the title. That's fucking amazing. Hell yeah, let me update it too. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. War Crimes Depot, Weapons Depot contains flamethrowers, white phosphorus, grenades, and worse. Okay. Oh my god. This is my kind of PvP. Holy shit. Okay. So the War Crimes Generals has to be secured right here. I believe this is the Japanese scientists in the lab is this zone. The Crash B-29 is right here. So the Americans are trying to get that to detonate the nuke, which is going to be an RHS Scud launcher because that's the only nuke asset on the ground. War Crimes Weapon Depot over here with some really nasty shit. Okay. And then the kamikaze pilots. Oh man, this is gonna be great. Yes, Faces of War based. So we have Faces of War and IFA loaded. I think they also loaded CSA 38 for a few assets. And then RHS AFRF is on just for the Scud, which I believe will be tied to the B-29. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. This is gonna be a brutal match. I can't wait to see which side goes for what. I mean, I don't even know how to begin. I guess as the U.S., since we have the tank, I would just keep them along the MSR with infantry. But what do you go for? Do you go for points? Do you go for kamikaze planes? Or do you go for the weapons depot? All right, so I know as the Japanese, to take out the tank, they're going to want kamikaze planes. They're going to want to keep the scientists out of this AO until they need to deploy them. They need to secure the B-29 and keep that safe. I think the player count advantage right now is on Blue 4. Let me quickly back out. So it's 43 to 36. So a slight number advantage on Blue 4 because they're the attacking faction. And then that's funny. Prefer to nuke myself over. My God. What is this? I want to take this map, though, and I want to make a, I've been looking for, like, an island hopping map, and actually I completely forgot Karama exists, so this would actually be really cool. We just have to ignore these positions, or we can use them. Because why not? But this is going to be something. There is no winner. So the Japanese are trying to defend the nuke to study it, and the U.S. are trying to set off the nuke. But the nuke is worth, like, 8 points if the U.S. set it off, so it's going to be, like, their main objective they're going to go for. I could see the U.S. completely avoiding the war crime general location and instead just riding down to the weapon depot, maybe sending a group down to the kamikaze and then stash the general somewhere, because over here is going to be where their main points are. If they just set off the nuke and capture the lab, that's 10 points. They shouldn't lose at that point. And I don't think there's any supremacy bonus, but this is Karama Islands, which I've played on and off time and time again. It's got some really cool areas on it. Suicide by nuke and win. Yeah, right? But the actual nuke process is going to take a few minutes if it's a Scud launcher, because they have to actually deploy it. And then the Japanese can get in the Vic and then basically turn it off and reset it. But it takes time to do either. Can anyone join my Arma 3 server? That's a very broad question. How do I put it? So if you want to do my ops, !Discord, and that'll lead you to TSB. If you want to get in on this, do !OFCRA. I just realized I did not add the command. You probably won't be able to get into this mission, but you'll be able to get into future ones. Because OFCRA is one wild ride. I'm going to be honest, I think I prefer it a little more over FNF because the variation is a lot more broad. FNF is really strict in its templates with a little bit of leeway given here and there, but OFCRA is just the wild fucking west, and I love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, and then, you know, some communities like POG, which we're doing later tonight, TMTM, which we're playing in later tonight because it's a Star Wars mission. What else do I do? I'm going to be doing commentary for a group on the 14th, which is in 2 days. It's a Czech PvP thing. Do work for the 506th every Wednesday, either playing or Zeusing. Bleach Boys are every other Friday. But my point is, there's so many different places I work for, so you gotta ask, you know? Will it be taking place in space? I don't know. I actually haven't looked into the plot at all. I just know when they did a 40K theme mission a few months ago, it was really awesome. And I hope the Star Wars one works really well, because I'm also sick of playing TMTM ops where we're fighting Russians because it just turns into T90 spam. And I'm just sick of that, because you can't really do anything about it. I have a clip on YouTube I released like a week or two ago where it's just us landing, and then the T-90 comes out and just murders us all after we put like 5 rockets in it. It's just like, all right, guess we'll die. T-90 go Bert, exactly. The nuke will actually be launched. So the last mission where OFCRA had a nuke about 2 months ago, they actually launched the nuke and blew shit up with it. It was pretty funny. All right, 3 minutes left on the brief, so we're just going to chill for a second. But yeah, again, so we got this going till about 5:40 today. No, it would be, it's an hour and 10 minutes plus a 10-minute save start, so it's an hour 40. So 3:40 to 4:40 plus another 40 minutes would be 5:20. So this will end around 5:20. And then we have Pog Ops, which was Patches Ops, which was Paw Ops. They're now Patchworks Operative Group, also known as the Pog Group. I call them my little Pog champs to piss them off. I have a really simple hostage rescue mission for them today because A, I want to do something simple for them, and B, it gives me time to set up for TMTM, which will be at 10 o'clock for the Star Wars thing. I'll be on the ground. Paw is Pog, yes. And the Pog Op is at 8 p.m. So we'll have about 2.5 hours between the end of this and the next stream. And I'm going to use that time to go to the gym. And then shower, and then maybe have a quick bite for dinner. Or I just won't eat, because I do that sometimes. But let's see, what else? MCO9, finished the documentation, got it fully released. I set up the roster for the next checkpoint RP, but I'm shelving it until mid-October. And what I'm going to work on for the rest of today is just streaming. And then tomorrow I'm going to schedule all the videos I edited today before the streams to set up for when I take next week off, you know, to make sure content's being released on the channel. And then if I still have time before FNF, I'm going to work on Sunday's mission files, which I still haven't decided what exactly I'm going to do. Debating what else. I sent in a mission to Friday Night Fights, the cat and mouse mission. That's under review. We're going to see it run the Friday I get back, so in about 2 weeks from now. Hopefully, as long as I didn't bork anything, which I might have, because it was my first ever mission submission.
No!
There we go. Alright, warm-up is 8 minutes, so we'll be done at 5:18 instead. And some of these men are already running in and drowning themselves. I love it. So again, it's about 45 versus, no, 43 versus 38 or something. So a slight number advantage to Blue 4, but that's also because they're attacking. So we can hear them locally on T-Far. Ooh, Skipu spawned with the flamethrower. I love seeing the flamethrowers in action. They do a shit ton of damage. We also have Hovey here with a flamethrower. But otherwise, these guys mainly have... All right, so we got bars, we got Garons, which, I mean, this is supposed to be like super late war, like if there was an invasion of Japan. So by then, I believe the Marines would be fully supplied with Garons instead of Springfields, because for most of World War II, the Pacific Front, they had Springfields, which were bolt-action rifles instead of Garons. But also did say in the mission that the U.S. got a slight technical advantage, because they also have a Sherman, which is somewhere up here. Here it is. And it's the pontoon version with the two little fins right there. That's pretty funny. So that's their smoke grenade. This is going to billow out very quickly. There it is. It just takes a while to detonate, but it gives a nice little thing of cover, especially for PvP. And the leader is given a nice little cap there. All right, so also the leadership are given... Actually, no, I don't think those are leaders. Those are grease gunners for the actual tank. The leadership should be given carbines. And I did see some carbines earlier. I see a lot of bars being utilized, too. I'm seeing LR guys with carbines there, which is nice to see. Yep, there's one squad leader with a carbine. Now, I know a lot of you like to bet on the side that Falcon is on, so let me quickly look over. Falcon is on blue 4, and he's been given a bar. Okay.
So use the plan. Don't care about what anyone else is doing.
Don't care about anyone else is doing. I already like this play. Good day.
We're gonna follow the tank until it gets to about here, and then we are going to secure the kamikaze planes.
Oh no.
Fly? Or are we just securing them?
We can fly them.
Falcon's gonna be given a kamikaze plane. I already like how this sounds. So if you believe in Falcon flying kamikaze planes, I think you know who to bet on. So there's two kamikaze planes here. Okay. I like where this is going. Oh, dear God. This is gonna be interesting. Let's go ahead and look at OP4. OP4 has spawned over here. We've burnt 3 minutes of safe start time. OP4 is given 2 bikes. Ooh, they're the foliage versions. Got some of the ammo boxes on the back, so they've got a lot of carry space. We've got bolt-action rifles, the Type 99s, and then the basically the knockoff Brens, which the Japanese made the Type whatevers, but they have the built-in bipod. And then I'm looking for the guys with the SMGs. They also got their own handguns, and I would imagine the squad leader. Actually, no, he just has a handgun. Wow. I don't see any SMG. Oh, wait, there we go. All right. NASA with one. They're playing music. Let's go ahead and look at the AOs here. So this is the Crash B-29. And the nuke. Hold on. Wait a second, guys. I'm no expert in debris, but I don't think this is a B-29. It's the C-130 wreck, but they're using it as a B-29, which makes sense because you'd have to add another mod to get a B-29 wreck, and it's not worth getting that wreck at that point. I know, right? But it's something I can make fun of for a brief moment. So I would assume if the nuke is not on the crashed B-29, it's over at the laboratory, which is here, which would mean the nuke is... Where would the nuke be? Because I don't think it's these. Would it be in here? No. Where's the nuke? If the commentator can't find the nuke, I think we have a slight issue. Maybe... Why would they add RHS AFRF then? Maybe for the nuke script? If anyone finds it, let me know. But maybe it's just an interaction at the laboratory itself, but at the same time, who the heck knows? Because I'm looking... Oh, no. Wait. I think it's meant to be this. Yeah, so this is the nuke. It's on a... that, and then they usually tie it to this to interact with. But if you actually... If we look at the mission, we scroll up to... Actually, down to where... Let's see... Crash B-21 nuclear bomb. Yeah, so in there, that back area is meant to be the nuke. All right, cool. Just verifying for our attention. So it's one nuke, but it's, you know, the bomb trolley texture itself. So I assume you ace interact with that to actually detonate the thing. Otherwise, we saw the laboratory up here. I have no idea where the scientists are. I would assume they're somewhere in here, perhaps, but at the same time, I don't know. Okay, no, they're marked in here. So they're in this building. Okay, so here are the 3 Japanese scientists. We have the war crime general. He is in this estate. He is marked to be in this building. It's going to be in this back room.
Меня слышно?
No?
Блин.
Is he in here? He's somewhere in this building. I just cannot find him. Day's been well, Willow. Just, you know, getting by it. Can't complain, though. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know where the general went. I'd assume he's just somewhere... Ah, here he is. Okay, so he's a little off the marker. Brief starts in 1 minute. We already saw the kamikaze planes. Let's go look at the war crime depot. What the fuck do they have over here? Oh, God. Yeah, it's 3 ammo crates of flamethrowers, Willy, Pete, and apparently worse stuff. So we'll see what the players pull out of that location. Otherwise, that's pretty much the AO. Op will start in 30 seconds, and then we've got the other fun areas of this map. Good stuff.
He's not.
So we also have some of the players loading up in some of the landing craft. They're going to actually take the landing craft and use it. I would probably just ignore that because being on foot would be better in my opinion, but all right, here's the player base deploying. And they're moving down. We've got OPFOR also starting to deploy on this side. Look at them go.
Boy, how far away are we running?
We're running a lot, so I won't be on it.
Alright, well then.
YOLO!
I would definitely say Blue 4 is going to go for the nuke, so I'm thinking they're taking the boats to go all the way around the right side to then deploy right on top of the nuke. Oh my God. Running music. And you got this Chad on a bicycle back here with his rope deployed, coming out of his tire, because that makes sense, right? All right, let's go ahead and look at the roster here. We got a little bit of time left to bet. So we got Mikhail commanding on Blue 4, Goatland commanding on OPFOR, classic matchup you see. We've got all of these wonderful names here. Just going to quickly scroll through, not mention anyone. You just bet on who you think is going to do well, guys. Good luck. It's going to be 52.7 on Blue 4, 43.9 on OPFOR. All right. It's a good mix and match. OPFOR not sending anyone to defend the nuke. Instead, they're going out to the front lines first. Perhaps to try to intercept Blue 4 as they come in. The boats are starting to drive around. Do the boats have guns on them? Yes, they do. They've got 230 cal. Yeah, I think those are 30 cal. All right, so they're going to come around on that, but I'm pretty sure they're going to try to land like somewhere around the industrial zone and breach in like that. They have the secret submarine base too. Again, like this map is really cool for some stuff, but it can be a little framey because of the excessive use of rocks, so you got to be careful. That's why I would never use it for like an MCO or a large scale op, because even on small scale spec ops, it struggles a little bit. Otherwise, now we're just going to see some downtime here. I think Blue 4 is going to be able to get to the kamikaze planes first. It looks like OPFOR is prioritizing trying to get to the weapons lab. And we're already seeing some OPFOR kind of spread out around here. Maybe to set up some sort of defense around the nuke itself. I'd imagine OPFOR might try to send someone up to get the war crime areas, to kill the general, and then move to the kamikaze planes, and then send people up to get the weapons. But we'll just have to see how things go. Otherwise, I'm excited for today. It's just going to be a lot of streaming and a lot of chilling. Hopefully everything will be a-okay. Hatch is asking me a question on Discord. I'll try to address that as we start the stream. But, yep, 52.7k on Blue 4, 43.9 on OPFOR. So you guys are favoring the guys that get to detonate the nuke. But OPFOR does have a slight number advantage. Then, actually, no, excuse me. Blue 4 has a slight number advantage on OPFOR because OPFOR is being the defending faction here because they have to defend the 29. But in order for OPFOR to score points, they have to hold the 29 and really hold the scientists and try to kill the general if they can. But I think this is meant for Blue 4 to get to it first, should they directly go for it. But honestly, I'm not really seeing either side send stuff directly there. It looks like more of most of these guys are concerned about getting the kamikaze planes. But Blue 4 putting their guys on the boats is a little risky, minus the... Actually, no, this is actually a much bigger group than I thought it was because they were all close together, so it's like half and half. Half are on the boats, half are here, and then we also have this force deploying, which is the tank and about a fire team's worth of guys on a medical Humvee. No, the general's not named Haypain. Here, I'm gonna add one more word to the title, just to sweeten the pot. There we go. Nukes, flamethrowers, and neutral kamikaze planes. That is the life. So I think OPFOR looks like they're gonna keep some forces around the B-29 just to scout things out along these large buildings to try to keep a small defensive net. They're sending a force up here to pretty much come up this side. This is more for show, but they can use this to get along the back entrance. Just a lot of stairs to climb to then get back on this side. This is a really nice defensible position, though. There's quite a few choke points you can hold this position on, per se. And then we have this group, which is actually... Is it holding firm? Might be holding the T intersection, but this might be Garrett waiting for the rest of his guys to come in.
There's two pizzerias. Pizzeria?
Oh my god, you want to go to the pizzeria?
There's two pizzerias, though. Unless I read that wrong. Yeah. I don't think that was in Japanese, though. Feel like if it was in Japanese, it would look a little different. No? No, it's perfect Japanese? All right. I'm not from the culture, so I'll take your word for it. So Blue 4 is going to ride out this SSR. They took a tunnel to get below. Have this nice bridge down here. I think they're waiting for the infantry to get a little further ahead. But yeah, no, this is a really beautiful map, in my opinion. It's just with all the rocks, that's what really murders your polygon count, unfortunately. And thus, with a high polygon count like that, it gets really framey. Yeah, people could potentially get lost in this map, too. I think it's going to require a lot of time to deploy units, and we're not going to see a lot of firefighting until we start getting right on top of the objective. Though I am happy with the speed these landing boats are doing. They've already gone all the way around this peninsula, and they're now starting to ride the coast. They might actually deploy a group on the war crime weapon depot, because for now, they're going to get there first, because the boats do give them a bit more speed. My question is, are they going to deploy one squad to get it and then remount, or are they going to push from on foot here to the B-29? I think that would be a little safer, all things considered. I think we're also going to have a fight for the kamikaze planes, but OPFOR is heavily outnumbered. This is at least a dozen dudes. If not, no, definitely more than a dozen. I mean, geez, let's count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, nearly 20. 19 total. And I believe Falcon is in the middle of that crowd. They have an AI following them, I think, from a guy that disconnected, so it's supposed to be a 20th. Actually, I don't see Falcon. Oh, he's on the, Perfect. So these guys are the ones meant to drive down to the war crime, or the war criminal. I mean, he's an easy grab, though. You just grab him and put him in a corner of the map. So I think it's just meant to be an objective that you race for. But I guess neither side wants to go for it, because to the Japanese, it's not worth the manpower. And to the US, it's not worth the points, since the nukes are worth much more. But it looks like Shea is going to try to rush up. So no, he's going around the road. Nope, nope, he might have noticed that. And if he just rides that up north, he'll be able to get up there. Yep. He's going for it. Yeah, he wants something better than that bolt action. I'd love it if Shay were to get there first, grab all the gear, and just, like, kill everyone. That would be a badass moment, wouldn't it? But yeah, with any PvP, the first 20 minutes are just dedicated to deploying. This is why, like in FNF, for example, I really like it when they have like helicopters that are armed that'll just harass each other in the opening, so you can watch that as the infantry deploy. Otherwise, it's just all about the tactics. You get to see the unit breakdowns of what's sent where. Any early advantages, I would say, are going to go to Blue 4 because they have 2 solid forces here, and Op 4 is really spread out. They're setting up some good ambushes, but it's really banking on if Blue 4 does certain strategies, but I think Blue 4 might play into this properly. Oh, I'm a little worried because Blue 4 is deploying both of the landing craft. One had a smaller group that was meant to be a recon element. Shay, I think, is going to not be able to get there first. With his bolt action, he might be able to get some pickoffs, but... Oh, Nim's here? How you doing, Nimia? You got any wise words for Falcon, who is, chilling in that, Vic over yonder, the medical Humvee? Hopefully he gets some action. Not a medical Humvee, it's a medical mutt Jeep. Or would it be a Willy Jeep? I think it would actually be a Willy. The Mutt came after the Willy. Mutt was like Vietnam. Willy was World War II and Korean. He'll just lone wolf and kill everyone? Yeah, right? It's his job. Alright, so I'm going to keep my camera right here. I want to see what these guys get. Shay's kind of folding on top of the hill. I guess he's just going to be a recon element. I just saw him briefly right there. Oh, Op 4 might get there first. I think they're also going to get to the general first and execute him should they continue to push that. Because Blue 4, I'm not sure if they're getting lost or if they're just waiting. I think they're waiting for the Vix to come down. Come on, I want to see what they pull out of these boxes. Mutter the Willy, you don't hear those in the sentence, right? How's life? Can't complain. Busy, but it's good to be busy when it's your passion. I want to see what bullshit Callie pulls out. I would assume it's just, like, crazy amounts of grenades and bollocks, but... I want to listen to them and hear what they say about it. So I wonder if the 30 minutes includes the safe start 30 minutes, or if it's the 38-minute marker.
Are we gonna use flamethrowers?
Take what you want.
Ooh, phosphorus grenades. There are flamethrowers in there. There are.
Ezio, du nimmst die Backpipes. Ezio, du nimmst die Backpipes.
Ich hab keinen Platz.
Die gehen auf den Rücken oder nicht?
Achso,
Ja.
ja. Was macht ihr denn krasses aus?
Flamethrowers, Willy Pete, backpacks, and bagpipes.
Hier gibt 2 verschiedene Backpipes. Ach nee, das muss daran.
Better fucking play it.
My
And gas grenades too, high
Take
explosives.
what you need and then get out of this garage. Enemy could be arriving here any second.
Ich kann keine Musik damit machen.
Come on, play it.
There's a flamethrower in this box.
Yeah.
The medic with the flamethrower, yeah, right? Oh, one of them dropped him.
You can use what you like. If you find something you like, you can take it. You don't
Looks like Shay folded back to his guys.
Okay, in that case, take this. Whatever you like best.
Kennst du die Reichweite von dem Flammenwerfer?
Nein.
But yeah, the medic with the flamethrower. That's a good combo.
Eine schlechte Position.
Wohin geht's? Da sind direkt neue Tanks. Where do we go?
Ja, aber der Feind könnte in der Nähe sein.
Okay.
Kali,
Where do we go?
Do we have, do you have explosives?
No.
I have explosives.
Alright, rig this thing to be exploded. Make the timer in 5 minutes. Can you do that?
Yeah.
I have two.
Yeah, so they want to deny the Japanese from getting anything in there. That's nice. Hippie is, he's waiting. No, he's, no! No! Hippie, why? You bastard! I wanted to see them used! Oh, you fucker! Oh, that makes me sad. Someone just discharged their weapon. No! Yes! Yes, they can't be detonated because their simulation's disabled! Yes! They're locked right now, but I guess they're playing... The sim's also disabled because this should have actually done something to them. And it did nothing. The kamikaze planes must flow. Come on, the US need to get up here and stop this bullshit.
No, I think we should just move on to the next objective. I don't think it did any damage at all.
Oh, should someone get into it, see if it unlocks?
No,
Let's
it
get
doesn't
out
unlock
of
for
here.
30
What's
minutes.
18?
Parties, can you give me your spare demo charge that you haven't linked to yourself? So I now have 0 now.
I think I have a spare one, not linked.
Yeah, well, you both do, but I just asked Parties because, like, why not?
Well, do you want to take 2 of those? So you can just try again.
Well,
with
what's the
both?
point?
Oh, you might need another one.
Oh, there's but you might need another one,
There
you
you
know
go.
what I mean?
What they should have done is they should have hidden charges like under the plane, like somewhere that it wouldn't have been seen. So like on these little like black spots or like in the landing gear. And they should have timed them so that when the simulation got enabled for them, like 5 minutes after, not even 5, like 2 minutes after, they would have gotten blown up. That way, if the Americans were like banking on using them, they get blown up on the ground when their simulation was enabled, because just outright denying them is, you know, especially since you can set them on timers. Well, I mean, if you crash a kamikaze plane into a nuke, does the nuke go off? See, these are questions scientists still cannot explain. But I can only imagine these guys are not going to fold in and commit seppuku on that guy. $10,000 times folded Nippon steel, yes. Now we just have to wait patiently. It looks like blue 4 still going on this pincer maneuver, though the left side is kind of splintered off into a few different groups. So they might be pincering to attack like the central area and just go straight for the B-29. And then from there move to the scientist area. But I imagine if they set off the nuke, they want to make sure there's only one guy there to do it, because, you know, it's just a freaking nuke they're setting off. It's going to kill everyone around, no? I think that's also why it's worth so many points. So I feel like the U.S. could send they could have sent the Vic over, picked up the general, folded him back, hidden him, and then had everyone else go for the nuke, and that should have given enough points to win. I think OFCRA thinks that they picked up the general with the Jeep and already stashed him, so I'm not sure if they're going to send anyone to go check it out.
Yes, that is where we are, right? Almost exactly.
But I think they're going to ride the road up now just to go check, and it's going to work in their favor because that's going to give them extra points just by killing them. Does OPFOR have E-tools? I think they have E-tools, but no Fortify. I don't see any trenches dug, though. So it's a little hard to tell. You got these guys taking the hospital building. You got some internal stuff here.
Dave fired a warning shot at the Emperor's Chosen One.
Who's the Emperor's Chosen One?
Our glorious leader.
You do have the katana.
Wait, do I?
It is 1,000 times folded. So much folded, in fact, that you can't use it as part of your pants.
Nubas, so Dave misfired, and immediately I was expecting to hear an explosion behind me.
I have not activated Dead Man trick yet.
Nubas immediately, they're on us!
I must do my duty!
Dave misfired like 10 meters behind us and bam! Church collapses.
Hope these guys are okay.
Also going for the other teams.
CZ just took contact. CZ just took contact at the War Crimes Weapons Depot, I believe it is.
Oh my god.
So we actually have people on every single, like, defensive zone.
Yeah, pretty much. We have a...
Do you hear that?
Oh, yeah, I heard shot.
It's all the way back there. No, it's these guys firing. All right, so first engagement, U.S. forces are in the open on the low area. Chilling in the elephant grass, firing on the hill. I would say OFCRA is the better position here. So if OFCRA can set up their machine gun... Do they even have a machine gun? I don't... I think Hunger has it? Yeah, he has it. Yeah, but he needs to rest that weapon, because otherwise the spray is just going to go everywhere. And Blue 4 is allowed to be prone to level their weapons, so they can return pretty accurate volleying fire.
Oni mogą nas już podchodzić. Tak naprawdę z prawej.
Yeah, right? Nothing ever goes wrong in an OFCRA operation. What are you talking about? So I do see a few bandages on the ground, so some shots have hit. But the issue with Blue 4 is they've pinned themselves down in the middle of the open field, and now this OFCRA force here is going to be able to flank. It is... Oh, they do have a machine gun with 2 riflemen. So if they rest that weapon somewhere... Oh, no. Oh, no. This could be OFCRA's lucky break. It's just going to be how good Felden's aim is. And if they looked back there, they might not even look. They don't know where Blue 4 is, and Blue 4 is now crossing to come up to their position. Uh-oh. They're looking up at where friendlies are firing from. They got a Grenadier up here, too. This would be the perfect position. They have an LR, and they should be within range to talk to them. So this is going to cause a major issue here. All right, I'm going to tab out and mute myself, because there are going to be casualties after this firefight. I don't get why they're looking up there. Like, that's where your friendlies are. You should be more curious about what they're shooting at. Oh, my God. And they're going to walk right up to where Blue 4 is walking up. Oh, no. Now they're going to be caught in the open. Blue 4 is going to be caught in the open. Grenades being thrown down the hill. Great. 2 kills. Grenade gets detonated. Grenade lands right next to Feldham. He gets killed by a grenade. Smokes are also popped. My goodness. The little pause where they stare at each other and it goes, oop, wait a second. So machine gunner's dead. The radio guy's still here, but I don't think he's communicating with everyone. There might be a language barrier. Willie Pete goes off and just freaking roasted a dude. One casualty against 3 and 1 additional that's unconscious. Not a bad trade, but the remaining 2 guys only have bolt-action rifles. More Willie Pete's being popped. Another one being popped near Benares. He didn't take any damage from it, thankfully. Looking at the other sections, Blue 4 have secured the planes. They're chilling around them for now. There might still be another 5 minutes that need to pass before they can take them, but I'll be watching over there. Meanwhile, these guys getting right on top of that position. We'll go watch the seppuku. Oh, dear. Clement's trying to fall back here. I think Pogo just spotted him pulling away. So I think he's going to regroup with Shadow, and they're just going to pull away from here. But a 4-to-1 is not a bad ratio. And now Blue 4's regrouped with that other squad. These two are probably going to want to pull back here because this is too much for 2 guys with bolt-action rifles to deal with. These guys are still flanking around on the right. I think Pogo's following up to the middle area. Okay, so he's on the 2nd floor. They're going to check this building because the marker is on that one instead. Clement and Shadow looking the wrong way here. They're about to get their entire ass flanked. But Blue 4 looking a little too far this way. Pogo's going to spot Clement and pick him off with a single headshot. It's going to get Shadow's attention. Pogo double taps. Flamer now going out. Shadow, I think he's trying to line up a shot. Gets 1 kill on the Flamer. Callie now walking up to where he heard that shot. He's going to spot Shadow. No. Callie, come on. You have 8 bullets. He has 1. Oh, now the rest of Blue 4 is going to run up. Shadow's in trouble. Trying to maneuver away. He's going to walk into Timonic. Oh, Shadow takes some hits. Isn't able to land a shot. Is now being flanked on the left. And he's burned to death by the Flamer coming in. Ouch. And they have the General. I'm going to unmute myself real quick. So you can hear some of the people that are dead speaking, but I want to hear what they do.
J'étais en double C, le mec en face de moi il est arrivé, j'ai voulu réagir plus tôt et j'ai dû moi-même appuyer sur le double C pour tirer. En tirant, ça a pas levé l'arme automatiquement.
Ah oui, putain la vache, il y en a 3 qui sont morts là en contrebas.
4, ils sont 4. Il y en a un dans les buissons et 3 un peu plus.
Bah moi de toute façon dès que j'ai vu le mec, j'ai tiré, j'ai loupé, j'ai jeté une grenade, je me suis replié.
Parce que moi j'ai lancé...
on a fait quelque chose du coup.
J'ai lancé toutes mes grenades et j'ai tiré comme un bœuf.
We lost more than half of our men to 3 ones.
Yeah.
They surprised us, I suppose.
Moi je vais essayer de monter fort.
Ouais, je vais faire pareil.
They were just sitting there when we came over. We both panicked.
Anyway, that's how the Japanese force people to commit seppuku. Anyway, the plane should be unlocked in 1 more minute. I wonder if the Americans are going to go take them. Falcon's here with them. And we have the other half of the pincer maneuvering around. I think they're going to try and get on the hill that Op 4 was originally sighted on, which is why Blue 4 folded over here, so that other pincer is going to come in. And this hill is in no supporting position to that one, so they might just get walked on top of by Drago, leading the charge of his squad. But for now, I think Blue 4 is going to be able to overwhelm Op 4 positions. But if Op 4 can keep whittling them down, like what happened on that previous hill, that was I think they got 5 kills total, so 3 deaths. Chase also died to gravity. How did you... I think he was planting charges and the charge armored him because there's no reason he should be dead. But he was all the way up with that group earlier. So I'm a little concerned how he got all the way back there. But these 3 were able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kills. So now with 1 accident, 4 to 5, I mean, slightly better, but it is concerning. 4 bullets to the head. Yep, seppuku in a nutshell. Do they see this guy climbing? Nope. Giovanni turns away at the last second. Oh, come on. That's a really... He's on a tree. Bro. What the Adas doing? And morphing himself. I swear to God. How, like... Come on. He's not gonna notice. They're not gonna notice. You see, comrade, when you are dressed up like tree, you can use tree to your advantage. See, no one ever bothers to look. Oh, he spotted him. No one ever bothers to look up, so now he's crawling a little bit away. All right, Adas, come on. You have an SMG, and there's a full squad there. Pick them off. You have a box on top of you. Wait, use grenades. Oh, buddy. Catch him in the open. No initial drops. They're suppressing. And they get a trade-off. All right, that's going to alert this group. I think opening with some grenades first would have been a little bit better because that would at least add some explosions for the confusion, for the element of surprise. But that SMG is not really a good weapon to use for, like, picking people off. You want arguably, you'd want a bolt-action rifle right there. Add it to the grenade throws, and you'll confuse the hell out of your enemy. But just the SMG is so hard to control at even a range like that. So we can hear that tank coming up. It's in the open. I would assume by now it has been 30 minutes, so I think Blue 4 is waiting on the go-ahead, or those charges actually did disable the planes. Otherwise, we got Sea Party here walking around. I guess this group might go back to the kamikaze planes and just try to dead them again. Well, don't get me wrong, SMGs are really good, but the thing about the Type 100 SMG, I believe it's the 100, is it has a really bad stability when firing. So your bullets are going to spray all over the damn place. But if you're in a CQB situation, you need to fire down alleyway, nothing's going to do better than any sort of automatic weapon, SMG included. For example, in FNF, the MP7, which fires that 4.7 millimeter, which is, you know, like the in-between for a rifle and a pistol caliber. But with, you know, 40-round magazine and a really high fire rate, but a really good stability, it's a very deadly gun, even at that previously seen range. If this guy had an MP7, he would have been able to get some easy drops. He could have treated that as a single-shot weapon and just gotten headshots. But the Type 100 is just not a good SMG compared to others. It's got the fire rate, but it just does not have the stability. I think the only weapon that has a worse stability issue that's in the same category, even though it's technically not, is the MP44. But that's meant to be like an early prototype assault rifle, you know? The FG42 also has really bad stability, but you can treat that weapon like a rifle and single shot it, and it's going to be accurate. We got this Blue 4 group heading right on top of this group. We'll see who sees who first. If OP4 can get some good grenades in, that's all they're going to need. Blue 4 just fired. That might have been an accidental discharge there. Looks like those 3 guys that died left. Trying to see if they were picking anyone off. Blue 4 is heading north now. They're leaving the plane, so I guess the planes are disabled. Or Blue 4 just doesn't want to play Kamikaze. Shame. I would love OP4 to loop back, grab the planes, find the fucking Sherman and Kamikaze. That would make my night. Yeah, the STG-44 you can also single shot, but you can't really rely on that for medium range at all. Just the stability is terrible. Like, you're going to be way off target after the 3rd shot. Yeah, the FG-42 also has some pretty nasty recoil, but that you can much more easily treat like a rifle. Like, it's really easy to stabilize after a first shot. The STG-44, you know, a little more stability after that. Oh, dear. Police just noticed them and puts them both down. Great double kill by him. Rest of OP4 has been alerted. Grenades being thrown. See, if OP4... Oh, God. If OP4 doesn't have the numbers to hold a hill, I'm not sure if he just got burned. I think actually PHK took him out. Police just got knocked out by Zicky. And I think the Grenadier just got killed by one of his own grenades. One of his own guys just blew him up. Zicky getting shot to death. Now it's just up to Kez. Ooh, Sixor's gone around. Oh, but Rizbo's right here on the rock. He's going to turn around and see Sixor. And he's got a bar. Oh, that's evil. And then PHK comes around and takes him out. Grenade being thrown. It might kill PHK. Yep. You got to love the chaos of all this insanity. And the other guy died. Nope, he's running. So yeah, just throw grenades, confuse the hell out of your opponent, and you'll be able to get away with a lot. So Blue 4 is now running by. Not even bothering at the War Crime General. I feel like that was a mistake. I think the Humvee could have easily rushed over and gotten some easy points, but... Because they just had to stash him away. At least to my knowledge. Alright. Zicky just got double tapped. It is now up to Kez here with the bolt action rifle to come around. Don't need the points if they wipe the field, yeah. Technically. Kez taking shots by Rizbo. And he gets dropped by Rizbo. I think Blue 4 is going to steamroll at this rate. Unless we see the Japanese resort to the best Japanese tactic they can do. The way to turn the game around. I'd love to see him do it. All right, Garrett and Hippie. You know what you got to do. Got 4 OP4 guys right here. They know that they're over there. Grenades thrown's a little short. That's going to stir them, though. Another grenade. They're running. Zuko trying to get some crossfire grenades thrown up to try to cover him. Another one thrown up, landing close to Zuko. Zuko returns. Grenade nicked him. Ooh. Will Temedoc get up in time? Nope, he's distracted by the grenades. The Japanese might be able to get away unless Temedoc hears them and looks right. I think they're just going to be able to get away. Oh, boy. Hold on, I gotta unmute. I need to listen.
Did the
Watch it explode.
OFCRA are allowed to move the civilian?
Okay, let's try and
I think,
right.
I don't know actually.
No, they're gonna leave them. No, come on. Take the planes. You tried to destroy them earlier, but you couldn't. That means they were destined to be used. This hurts my soul. I'm gonna be honest, I feel the balance is a little off. I think the Marine should have still been given Springfields to like do a bolt-on, bolt action versus bolt action sort of gig. Or shtick. But instead, you know, frickin' semi-automatic rifles versus bolt action. And then you give the the semi-auto rifle guys the number advantage because it's attacking. I feel like it's a little skewed in that way. Who the fuck got knocked out up here? How is Nubas unconscious? And invisible? If I look at him, I don't know what to say about that one. I'm just gonna write the timestamp down and go back to that later. Yeah. Well, he's back okay. We're hearing the tank now firing. Oh, it's firing at the position that all the Japanese were on. Got some wounds there. But yeah, that tank on Overwatch, I think the Japanese are screwed. Someone got on the bicycle. Goatland's pedaling away. The Japanese need the planes to take out the Sherman. Because if they don't, they're SOL, you know? Come on, you guys. You gotta take them. You gotta use them. Four men versus a full squad and a flanking element. Part of that full squad's gonna come around and envelop them. Hunger trying to spray down Termitok here. Isn't able to land the shot because those guns are really inaccurate. The bar is a little better at stability. But he manages to get a lucky hit and take him out. Malgren gets knocked out. It's just up to Hunger and Fries. Oh, okay, Montana's also alive. Surprised this three-man element isn't folding into assist. Aren't they part of the same group? No, they're not. They're part of a group that was partially wiped. The original firefight with the group of three. I can't tell who's the medic in all honesty, but it looks like they're trying to get themselves up here. Maybe it's the guy with the black box. So they've got the machine gunner covering their flank. One bad grenade. Oh, fuck. Someone's dead. That was Moderna. Another grenade going off behind these guys. They're in a lot of trouble. They're trying. Pioneer using that smoke to get a wide flank. Hunger returning fire in the spray. If Blue 4 start, I think Pioneer is going to be the nail in the coffin. He's going to get behind this position. Russian Tech's just freaking Willie Pete'd himself. I'm surprised he's still alive. He's going to be bandaging after that. They're trying to bandage up here. OFCRA sending forces to the right. OFCRA's got one last defensive bastion. You got these guys around, still by the kamikaze planes. Pioneer, I think, is being a little overcautious here. He thinks there's more to the squad than the group of 4 here. Which is, it's good to be overcautious, because you don't know. Fog of War is a bitch. But he needs to make a little bit of ground. Just check left and right, and then keep going, you know? That 3-man group might be taking fire by something. I don't know what's shooting. Pioneer's now checking the front. He's armed with a Garand. But grenades would be the best. Oh, fuck. Russian text man just took that guy out. Malgren wakes back up, only to be shot to death, and the friendly fire's over. Where did Pioneer go? Okay, no, he's in front of the thing now. Pioneer, they're already dead. Oh, 60 over here. Trying to fold in, he's running. Fires into 60, I think he just ran out of ammo. Now he's running around in the Hornet's nest. Oh, fuck, Pioneer missed those shots. He's crippled and taken out by Russian techs and Barmaglot. Oh my gosh, I'm so angry that no one's using the kamikaze planes. I think Blue 4 has this. The 3-man strike team, I think, is going to assault the B-29 position and probably get killed, but that's going to soften this enough for Blue 4 to regroup and push it from the north and just steamroll past the remaining defenses. As long as Blue 4 can coordinate with their Sherman on Overwatch and have the Sherman shell whatever position the Japanese might be holding, they'll be A-okay, you know? So if I was the mission maker, how would I make this better with the given player count? I think, one, the Sherman isn't needed. The Sherman just sways it too far on Blue 4 side, so if Blue 4 gets it up to this ridge, for example, I don't think the Japs stand a chance here, because they would just get hit to high hell by the high power, the high Overwatch angle of the Sherman itself. So I would do away with that. Number 2, I would take all the Garons that Blue 4 has and put them to Springfields. I think bolt action on bolt action is always better for balance, because the bar is a good equal weapon to the Japanese SMG. Because the Blue 4, the attacking faction, the US, are being mobile. So they need the better stability machine gun to compete with the Type 100 machine gun, which doesn't have as good stability, but, you know, they can use it better defensively, especially since it has a built-in bipod. Number 3... I think that's actually it, all things considered. Like, just fix the weapon balance, and then you're fine, you know? I know, but to rely on someone to get in a kamikaze plane to be used as AT is a little silly in my opinion, but at the same time I understand why it's needed. But the Japanese, I mean, they tried to detonate the plane so the US wouldn't use them. Blue 4 had a 5 or 6 man number advantage, which is fair in an attack defend, but Blue 4 has the better gear, you know? It was like 36 to 42 or something. Blue 4 had about, I want to say 5 or 6 guys more than Op 4. So the Japanese scientists were moved because they originally spawned right here. I don't know where they were moved to. And then we've got Pogo, Cali, and Benares here. A 3-man strike team with a Garand, a Carbine, and a Bar. So all automatic weapons. Well, no. Single shot and automatic weapons. No bolt actions. And they're going to be fighting bolt action, SMG. That SMG would do really well in this CQC situation. Bolt actions. Oh, rain. And Gotland's also taking upon itself to flank around with the SMG. But Blue 4 is about to get reinforced on their right flank. Oh, this is a straight shot, though. So I think Blue 4 is going to be incredibly cautious here. Nubass and Mr. Cool, I think, are holding this window because it perfectly covers this area. But all they need is to literally sprint to it and detonate. So meanwhile, this group is going to go in and take the laboratory. I think they're going to just hold. And then this group, I think, is supposed to fold in or wait on its backup. We got this group pulling back. But I feel like the firefight's already going to be well underway before they're able to reinforce anywhere specific. I think Op4 with a mortar would have actually also been pretty nice for balance. If Blue 4 gets a number advantage, then Op 4 gets some defensive equipment, you know? That would have been smart because then it gives Op 4 a reason to go out and like take all these defensive hills to find the Blue 4 attack wave. Yeah, Op 4 only had 2 bikes for the 2 officers to ride around. Otherwise, they were completely on foot. Speaking of bike, is Gotland going to turn this around with his bike? The rain's gonna really fuck with local comms. No one's gonna see that. Umok literally stared in that direction, and Gotland's just biking away. It's a bike ninja. Here, hold on.
Here are the new guys. Oh, Mr. Cool.
Oh, the people in the engine is off.
They are seeing him. Yeah. Mr. Cool has seen someone.
Oh my days.
Oh no.
Nice, brother.
There we go. Sorry, I wanted to hear locally if they could hear each other. Oh! They're hitting the bell to warn everyone! Oh, that's so smart! That's so fucking smart! They're shooting the bell as a warning to have Op 4 full back. I've never seen that before in PvP. That's actually brilliant. It's not going to be enough, though, because I think these guys are going to get right on top of this and set off the nuke. Oh, God. Everyone is gone. Yes, it was a suicide mission to blow up the nuke. Blue 4 gets 8 points from it. I think this is GG at this point. Oh God, more OFCRA dying because they're close in the blast. That's it. The tank's now avoiding everyone. There I go. All right, well, Blue 4 won. They set off the nuke. That was worth 8 points. I'm going to do a quick tally, though, just to go through everything here, all right? Just to verify it. So I'll be on the mission command. So the nuke was detonated, 8 points. The science lab technically wasn't captured. The war crimes general did not survive. The scientists are dead, so that's going to be 11 points. And the red 4 got 1 point for killing the general. So that is a blue 4 victory. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and we'll be back at 8 p.m. for the POG op. Nice.